Warning! Graphic pest control video ahead. Do not watch if you might be offended. If, however, you really like pest control videos, then sit back and watch us as we control pest populations with silenced air rifles here in the UK. I took a trip out to check on one of our feeders and noticed this maze has been hanging there for a while and was very hard, been stripped completely bare, which is fairly indicative of squirrel activity. So when I went back home, I prepared my kit for a visit the next morning. I've arrived a little later than normal, so I've had to take the children to school this morning. The sun's already broken the top of the hill, it's catching the tops of all the ferns. It's striking the tree with the feeders on. There's no peanuts in the top one, there's no maize on the bottom that's been stripped clean. Just wheat. You can't see them coming through the greenery, so I'm just scanning now looking for movement. I spot some at the bottom of this tree. Something catches my eye. I wasn't sure at first what it was. Sometimes you see the tip of a squirrel tail. It wasn't long before I see a bit more movement. It becomes quite apparent looking at this video, so I'll friend the bank vole. There he goes, just to the right there. I missed him on this bit. I spotted a bird move as well. There it goes. Once the birds start to move, we normally expect the squirrels to start moving as well. I'm not entirely sure they're going to come to this wheat feeder. The peanut feeder is empty, so I've thrown a few peanuts on the ledge, hoping to generate some bird activity, maybe catch the eye of one or two squirrels that are on the move up in the treetops. As you can see here, it didn't take long to find the peanuts. I did suspect this bank vole underneath the feeder here was trying to go up onto the ledge to steal one for himself. He soon chickens out and runs to the bottom, back into his wood pile. He's probably quite safe inside that wire. He's probably better off relying on nature's instincts to run quickly against the base of objects to make it difficult to be attacked from above. It wasn't long before I spot movement to the right, and the squirrel comes running along by the log. Jumps on the feeder. The bird makes a sharp exit there. Doesn't want to be the next meal for this squirrel. They will catch and kill birds if they have a chance. This one spotted the peanuts, I do believe. Far more interesting. Sits up on the maize feeder, having a quiet munch on it. So I pick my rifle up, start very, very carefully poking through the hole, and get myself a sight picture. And a click of doom, followed by a nice headshot. Deposits this squirrel in a pile on the floor. Any movement's a bit of blood running over its nose by the look of it. And poleaxe that one. Usually get the odd twitch now and again. But that one's dead. I notice more movement on the ground, and as I zoom in I spot a squirrel. It's a bit jittery, this one. Must have come in through the vegetation behind. Doesn't waste any time. Investigates the one on the floor, but soon gets up on the ledge. Finds a peanut. And take the time to adjust this one into the centre. Plenty of time to smack it straight in the head with a pellet. And the shot looks good. It's difficult to focus. Just picking up that tree in front. And I reload. But yeah, that's a good one. He's dead. Literally 30 seconds after the last one, this one comes down the tree making a racket. One of this year's youngsters, by the look of it. It's on the tree right in front of me. It's that close I can barely focus on it. It seems to be looking straight at me. That's how stupid the youngsters are. 2 mil dots hold over at this range. Another nice headshot. It's hit the ground, it's kicked just out of sight there. It's dead in the bushes. I spot more movement on the floor. Zoom in to spot this squirrel just behind the tree there. You see the tail flicking. Camera wants to focus on the tree in front yet again, rather annoyingly. I'll sit there and watch him. It moves to the right and into focus. There's a scratch of a few fleas. Seems a bit jittery. Just content to watch him with the camera for the minute. I'm pretty sure he's going to go to the feeder. Not sure what it's doing there. It's running around the back of that tree, I think. Sometimes difficult to pick them out, they move so fast. So I'm looking at the top of the camera now. And I've seen his head poke out that side. That's alright. I've got the gun up now. Camera in the left hand, gun in the right. I start to watch him through the scope. A good headshot there. The muscles all locked onto the fence. So the pellet destroys a brain momentarily, and then lets go and drops onto the floor. And kicks a few times in the bushes at the back. I don't care if they come on the feeder, just need to sit still in front of me. Another good result. I see more movement again. I just get a fleeting glimpse of a woodpecker as it leaves the peanut feeder empty-handed. Not long after, I see more movement again behind the old dead tree. As it walks into view, I can quite clearly see it's a stock dove. And they're protected in the UK, so all I'll be doing is watching through the camera. It sits motionless there. Well, wouldn't like to hazard a guess if I'd have spotted it without the movement. Not sure what it's looking at. It's about 50 to 55 yards away from me. So whether it spotted me move a little bit, I don't know. But it soon leaves. It broke up the time waiting for squirrels to arrive. Now I have to go back to squirrel watch. Well, I don't have to wait long. I spot movement on the floor. I turn the camera on, catch this one coming straight into the feeder. Must have come across the ground through all that thick foliage. It finds a peanut and sits up. With such confidence, I've already started reaching for the rifle. I poked it through the hole and dropped him clean. A few little twitches. It's good night for this one. More movement spotted. I zoom the camera in. It's down there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was a squirrel. Just got to be patient, wait till it shows itself again. You can guess where it is. There we are, behind that tree again, rather annoyingly. Looks like quite a youngster to me. It takes the time to inspect the bodies on the floor, then sits up perfectly. Oh, must apologise for this rubbish camera work. Did lubricate my tripod over a matron, but now I can't seem to get it to lock in place properly. Now it's gone. As I'm doing this, I'm trying to juggle my rifle. It looks like it's making a beeline for the feeder. That'll do. And I forgot to cock it after the last shot. So with the pellet at the spout, I have another go. That's more like it. Good pass through there as the pellet strikes the metal background. These youngsters all seem to flip about. A lot more than the older ones for some reason. I'm pretty sure the shot's good. Another one bites the dust. This one came sprinting in from the right. I barely had time to get the camera on. It's paused to have a sniff at the bodies on the floor again. This is a male. It's having a good look. He'd rather have his breakfast. So I hedge my bets and look straight at the feeder. And I just turned it around the back of the tree. Having a good old sniff about. And a scratch. Fleas are about to be the least of his worries. He comes straight down to the feeder. Another look at the ones on the floor. He's clocked them peanuts. There's only a handful in the tray. It's enough. It's more like it. I'm looking from the right now. Round the side of the wire. And slip the pellet round into his brain. Nice little stack of squirrels forming there in the grass, the vegetation. It's mid-morning and the sun's pretty well got up and warmed the area up. I've not seen anything for a good hour or so, so I decided to give up, having had a good morning shooting. I go out to retrieve my bodies. This is a youngster I shot off the tree, very close to me. And apart from that one, the rest of them all dropped inside of there. That's the last time I put a few bits and pieces in the front of there. Stop them rolling out and down the bank. Flies all over the place. Quick check. All pretty much hit through the head. It's like a maggot breeding farm. There's that youngster. Sometimes the close ones are the most difficult shots. Another youngster there. 7 on the ground. There's a few artistic ones. My lovely rapid and 7 dead squirrels. There's a view from further back, showing all the vegetation behind. Very difficult to see the approach of a squirrel through that lot. I always clean the squirrels on the day I shoot them. There's a good reason why. Looks like the flies are going to try and beat the scouts to eating this one. They managed to lay a load of eggs in the armpit of this squirrel. Tucked away from view, they would have turned into maggots, and had a good chomp on this squirrel before I had a chance to do anything about it if I hadn't done it on the day. There's 5 there. I got rid of the smaller ones because there wasn't hardly any meat on them. These are the most productive ones. I actually have a whole shelf full of them at the moment. The scouts need to pick up. There they are, all bundled up in cling film, ready for the freezer. Hopefully they'll come and take them soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.